everyone, it's Vicky here today with the ScrapTubeUK Blog Hop for November 2019, and today I am scrapping a Christmas layout. So be sure to check out all the other ladies in this blog hop, they're linked below, and you can find some fantastic layouts there. There's some really talented ladies here in the UK, so please be sure to check that out. So I've got this Home for the Holidays kit from Pink Fresh Studio, and this paper with all the gifts on just jumped out at me, and I had an idea to do a big present stack on my layout. So I cut out a bunch of these gifts and just put them in colour order for no other reason than I just did. And then I pulled out a nice piece of white cardstock and started to stack my gifts. So so what I wanted to do was sort of do, I guess, almost a Christmas tree shape, but it's just a pile of gifts. So, you know, you can't put them right to the edge because, of course, they would topple over. So it's sort of a graduated stack, if that makes any sense. So I started off just by placing them around just to see what it would look like. And it was difficult to tell because without sticking them down, I couldn't make them stay straight. So it looked a bit messy. But you can get the general idea there. Then I pulled out the photo that you just saw and I cut around the top of it. What I was trying to achieve was heads sort of sticking out from between the gifts. But I didn't know if I liked it. So at this point, I'm still deciding on photo, and I will change my mind on that. So you'll see that later. But at the moment, that's the photo I'm using. So there I am playing again, thinking, how am I going to make this work? And I don't hate it looking at it now, but it just wasn't working. And I'll tell you the reason why when I actually put on the actual photo there. So anyway, I know I want my stack of gifts. And so I'm going to, excuse me, so I'm going to start sticking those down. Okay, so some I stick flat and some I stick onto foam dots. And you'll see I'm using glossy accents. That's not because I need strong glue. It's just because I'm still packed to move and haven't moved yet. So I'm having to use some glue that I just have left behind because all my regular glue is used up. It was very bad planning on my part, but it did take longer than I thought for us to move. But as of today, when you're watching this video, if you're watching it on the day it's released, we are packing up our final bits and pieces that aren't already in storage, ready to go. And we move into our new house at the beginning of December. So exciting times. We'll be homeless for a week, living with my mum and dad. So wish me luck on that. So here we go. I've stuck some down and now I'm trying to put in this photo. And there it didn't look too bad actually. But this one I think looks better because it's a rectangle and sort of almost looks like one of the gifts in itself, if that makes any sense. So that's the one that I go with, and I do think it looks nicer on there. So here I am just sticking down these gifts, with some with glue, some with foam dots, just filling up the space. And you can see they're much straighter here, more of a stack than a pile. So you just see me do a bit of that. I put some foam on the back of my photos. Again, I'm running out of foam dots, so I'm using all the bits around them. Yeah, I'm running out of everything. I can't wait to get into my new craft room. So that's stuck down and I continue to stick some more. In a minute, I think I skip through to the end of the stack so that you don't have to watch it all. There we go. So nice Christmassy colours in there. There we go. Skip through. So my stack finishes there. And then I'm just going through the die cuts from the collection and adding a few there. So I've got some fronds, Christmas tree fronds there, some holly and some other gifts. And that little deer, I don't use that one in the end. I use the puffy sticker deer, but it's the same, just puffy rather than flat. So I add a couple of puffy gifts. And the mistletoe, which I put at the top, which I think is quite sweet, at the top of the stack. And now this is a Bramble Fox perspective, but it's not the one I end up using. I do use one, just not that particular one. That one says Celebrate. And that's from Bramble Fox November Fox Box. So I land on this one, Love, and I use this one instead because I think it just looks better, the slightly shorter title. So that's also from the November Fox Box. Okay, so just looking for a couple more embellishments to use. I want to find something to stack at the top there, and I might go through a few things and can't really make anything work. So I'll come back to that in a second. A Christmas tree. It's a Christmas layout after all. And then I open these cardstock stickers, and there's one in there that says Holly Jolly. And I put that, because it's a square, it looks like a gift in itself, and I put that at the top to finish off the stack. Okay, just put some foam on the back of my Christmas tree. And stick that down there. We are approaching the end, I think. A few more little bits and pieces. I just take out some more of the cardstock stickers and stick down with the die cuts on those gifts there. And then I'll start to stick everything down in a second, just so that it all stays on the page. Another cardstock sticker with gifts. So I thought it was quite cute that me and my niece were looking out from all the pile of gifts and smiling. And I love her, so the title works. Okay, here I am sticking everything down with my over-the-top glossy accents. Although glossy accents is actually very good for sticking down the Bramble Fox perspective, so it's good that I've got it out for that. So I'm just getting some Lindy's shimmer spray here, which is Grab a Guy Gold, and I'm just going to put some on a brush and make some splatters. I could make some splatters with the dabber, but I've had a couple of accidents doing that recently, so I didn't want to do it in case I messed it up. So I'm just going to put splatters there all over the page, just a little bit of bling to just sparkle the page up. Mostly because it's Christmas, and why not, to be quite honest with you. So I'm just dabbing up the excess there so that it's dry, and then I'm going to stick down my title as the last thing I do. And we're just about there. You're about to see the final layout. I hope you like it and it gives you some inspiration. This has been Vicky for the Blog Hop UK YouTube Blog Hop. Please go and have a look at the other girls' videos. They'd love for you to have a watch. And I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.